Have you ever caught yourself doing something a little sneaky in a relationship? Like saying, "It's fine, do whatever you want," when it's absolutely not fine? Or waiting to see if they text first? Or casually saying, "My phone died all day," just to see if they panic a little? Yeah, congratulations, you've tested someone you love. And before you judge yourself too hard, relax. You're not toxic. You're human. Most people don't test because they enjoy drama. They test because they're afraid of caring more, afraid of being taken for granted, afraid of looking foolish for trusting too deeply. At the core of almost every test is one quiet question we're scared to ask out loud. Do you really care about me, or am I about to get hurt again? When you feel truly safe with someone, testing disappears. You don't analyze their tone, count response times, or replay conversations in your head. You just trust. But when trust feels uncertain, tests start showing up in small, subtle ways. That's when "I'm fine" becomes a trap instead of the truth. You're not fine, you're hoping they'll notice, push, and prove they care. And if they don't, your mind whispers, "See, I knew it." Silence is another common test. You stop texting first. You reply slower. You suddenly act busy, not because you are, but because you're waiting to see if they'll reach out, waiting to see if they'll miss you, waiting to see if you matter without having to ask. That's not confidence. That's anxiety pretending to be cool. Most of us learned this behavior from past hurt. Maybe you trusted someone once who didn't show up when it mattered. Someone who made promises but disappeared when things got real. So now, instead of opening your heart fully, you test, because testing feels safer than trusting. Trust says, "Here's my heart." Testing says, "Prove you won't drop it." The ironic part is that we usually test the people we care about the most. You don't test strangers. You don't test people you're indifferent toward. You test the ones whose reactions matter. That's why a late reply from a random person feels meaningless, but the same silence from someone you love can ruin your entire mood. A lot of testing also comes from mismatched love languages. One person feels loved through effort, another through words, another through time. When those needs aren't met clearly, people don't always communicate them directly. Instead, they test. They think, "If I don't ask, they should just know." And when the other person doesn't know, resentment quietly grows. Let's be honest, testing often shows up as humor too. "I'm not mad," which really means "I am mad, and this is your last chance to notice." We laugh about it, but it's still a test. It's a way of asking for care without feeling needy. Somewhere along the way, many of us learned that asking for reassurance is too much, so we try to earn it instead. The problem is that constant testing slowly damages connection. When someone feels tested all the time, they start feeling like they're failing an exam they didn't know they were taking. They don't know the rules. They don't know the expectations. They just feel tension. Over time, that confusion creates distance, not because they don't care, but because they're exhausted. The real solution isn't to shame yourself for testing. It's to understand why you're doing it. The next time you feel the urge to test someone, pause and ask yourself what you're actually afraid of. Are you afraid they'll leave? Afraid you care more? Afraid of being vulnerable? Most tests are just unspoken needs wearing a disguise. Instead of testing loyalty, ask for reassurance. Instead of testing effort, ask for time. Instead of testing love, talk about your fear. That doesn't make you weak, it makes you honest. The right people aren't scared by clear communication, they're scared by confusion. Love isn't supposed to feel like passing secret exams, it's supposed to feel safe. So if you've tested someone before, don't hate yourself for it. It doesn't mean you're manipulative, it means you care deeply and you've been hurt before. But real connection begins when tests turn into conversations, because love shouldn't feel like an escape room, it should feel like home.